Good morning, YouTubers. T-Square here with T-Square Talks. Hope everybody's having a great day. I know I'm super excited for today because so much can happen, really. With the Fed meetings, you can either see stuff skyrocket in price or you can see stuff just literally plunge. It all depends what they say. And my opinion, this Fed meeting has never been more uncertain. I've heard everything now from some people thinking they're going to raise rates, some people thinking that they're going to lower rates, and some people thinking they're not going to do anything. So let me know in the comments real quick, right off the bat, preferably before the Fed meeting. If the Fed meeting has not already happened yet, put your thoughts. Are they going to raise them? Are they going to lower them? Or are they going to keep them the same? My personal opinion, they're going to keep them the same. We're going to talk a little bit about that today, talk a little bit about gold, silver. We're going to kind of jump around with some different topics, only because everything is pretty much all dependent on today's meeting and how they announce it out. If you guys enjoyed the video, please help me out by hitting that thumbs up button. It really helps me out more than you know. Leave me a comment because I love to read y'all's comments. And if you're not subscribed, subscribe and leave a comment, even if it ain't a good comment. I don't mind. I actually had a bad comment yesterday. It was kind of funny. It was like, it went something along the lines of, is that all this mother does is regurgitates facts? Yeah, I mean, I'm telling you guys facts. I'm not going to sit here and tell you guys something that I think that is nonsense. I'm not going to tell you Bitcoin's going to go to 100,000 or $1 million. I can't really picture it happening anytime soon. Really, I don't even think no matter what they do today, I don't think Bitcoin's going to $1 million. I've heard some crazy things. I've heard $250,000. I've heard $1 million. I mean, you know, in 200-300 years from now, who knows what will happen. My personal opinion, I don't think Bitcoin will be around. I think the technology will be. I think it's going to be kind of like AOL. For those of you that don't know what that means, maybe you're too young to know, or I mean, there's a lot of younger people that are getting into silver. So I know the community may not, some people out there may not know what AOL is, but it's a prime example. AOL came in, it was the hot internet search, and everybody used it. And now everybody uses Google. Google took over. Now, what's going to take over for Bitcoin? The technology is going to be here forever. But right now, there are big companies that are buying it up. Well, you know what? There was big companies that were buying up AOL when it first came out. It doesn't necessarily mean that it will be around forever. Do I hope it sticks around? I mean, definitely the technology is awesome. To be able to send money anywhere in the world at a low commission rate is pretty cool. But will another crypto take its place? Will it be Fed coin and maybe the whole system will crash somehow and they'll say, you know what, if we had done it this way, it would be better. So now we're going to roll it out, but we're going to roll it out with Fed coin. You know, because the truth of the matter is they're going to launch Fed coin at some point. We will have a crypto base currency in the United States, if not worldwide. Why? Because they know that, you know, when people are using this, there's nothing stopping someone from saying, hey man, how about mowing my lawn and I'll give you, I don't know, some currency. Or, hey, how about babysitting tonight and I'll give you some currency. And here's the thing, these little transactions, they don't get to tax it. You know, I actually had a conversation. I probably shouldn't go down this road, but I'm going to talk about it anyway for a quick minute. I had a conversation with someone about a while back, a long time ago, when women joined the workforce. And, oh yeah, it was about women's rights. Nah, I don't really think it was just about women's rights. I think that it was about adding more people into the workforce. I'm really surprised we don't have child labor today here in the United States, because it's another type of labor they can tax, that they don't send kids to school year round and say, oh, you know what, shave 2 or 3 years off, we can get them working younger, and then we can tax their income, and so on and so on. You know, am I for that? No, I mean, I'm not, but I mean, I'm surprised they haven't done it yet, because the truth of the matter is a lot of what they're doing is based off how can they generate more income from us. You know, they've got that new capital gains increase they want to try to pass, which is ridiculous in my opinion, because a higher capital gains is going to make it to where people are less apt to want to risk. If you risk your money and invest in stuff because of the potential gain. But if all of a sudden you're not going to get a capital gain, if you're going to have a larger capital gains tax, are you going to be more apt or less apt to want to invest money? Well, I mean, I wouldn't want to invest money. I mean, I wouldn't. And I know some people out there will tell me, well, you're investing in this stuff. This is an investment. And different people will have different opinions on this. Some people will say that's not an investment. It's definitely a protection of your wealth. And yes, I understand right now silver has taken a hit. Silver's down a little bit. And do I feel bad that my silver went down? I mean, yeah, I'm not going to lie to you and tell you I wished it had keep going up because I've already got a fair amount of it. But the truth of the matter is this just gives me more opportunity to pick silver up. And this little drop that we had, I had a bunch of people text me yesterday and say, hey, do you see silver's down? Hey, you see gold's down? What do you think? I'm not upset. I'm not upset. What is gold down? Gold's down like, what, $35 now? $100 over the course of a week and a half, 2 weeks. I mean, it went up $400 in a month and a half, if that. So dropping, $100, it ain't nothing. It just doubled, and I won't say double. It just went up 20%, and now it's down to 16% if you were to take that 100 away. So I'm not stressing it in the least. Am I happy about it? Like I said, I'm not entirely happy, but I'm happy that I'm able to pick up more at a discount if I didn't spend most of my money up until the 16th when I will get another paycheck or more opportunity to spend more money. But we'll see what happens. A lot can happen today. With the Fed meeting, if they come out and they raise interest rates, because like I said, I've heard all kinds of talk. I've heard raise, I've heard lower, I've heard keep the same. Leave me a comment. I would love to read your comment and everybody's comments of if they think it's going to go up, down, or stay the same. Realistically, I think they're going to stay the same. And the reason I think that is I think they're going to have a hard time raising interest rates, even though I think that's the right thing to do. Why? Because it will slow down on spending. It will, yes, raising interest rates will hurt the price of gold and silver. It will strengthen the dollar. It will make essentially a lot of stuff cheaper, not just gold and silver. It will make the stuff we buy every day cheaper. It will make gasoline cheaper. It will make oil cheaper. And the reason it makes everything cheaper is because higher interest rates will strengthen the dollar. But on the flip side of that, the government owes too much money. They can barely afford it now. And there's a good chance if interest rates go too high that they will default. And I think everybody knows that now. And that's why people are hedging their bets, moving into gold and silver. But they understand they need the dollars right now. They still need them. I know a lot of people like to think 100% that it's collapsing tomorrow or next month. Yes, banks are in trouble. We had another bank go under recently, but it doesn't necessarily mean the dollar as a whole is going to be done overnight. I think this is going to be a slow road. We're going to continue to see stuff depreciate and see what happens. And by depreciate, I mean, they're just going to continue to depreciate the dollar by printing more and printing more and printing more. Same with gold and silver now. I think gold and silver, as they print more money, we're going to see it slowly climb up. This drop that we saw is a drop in the bucket, literally. We could recover all that with one interest rate drop. If they decide to lower interest rates today, we could see gold and silver really have a big jump. And it will be huge. But even if they don't, right now, with everything going on in the world, I still think gold and silver is a great investment, and I always will. Am I disappointed? Yeah, I mean, I wished I had waited another couple weeks to put in my big orders. But at the end of the day, I got them. I'm not stressing it. I mean, some of the orders I put in when gold hit 2,000. And I said, you know what? People were like, dude, you're crazy. You're buying an all-time high? What is it, 2,000? I think it was like $2,150. And they're like, you realize it's just coming down again. Okay, maybe it will. But it paid off now looking back at it. And I think my purchases now, right around $30, will still pay off too. But we'll see. It's a drop in the bucket since I've been stacking for a while. A lot of you guys have been stacking gold, silver, coins. You're okay with whatever happens because you've already got yours. You've got a lower dollar cost average. And if you are truly doing what you're supposed to do and just buy regularly, you'll probably be okay. Now, here's where problems come in. And it's funny because I actually just had a talk about this topic, but with slot machines. I see a lady, she's playing the slot machines. She puts in her 20 and she bets 50 cents and then 50 cents and then 50 cents and hits a jackpot. I'm like, darn, that's lucky. She hit, a couple $100 on a 50-cent bet with only putting a 20 in. What does she do? She raises her bet. She takes her bet all the way up, $1, $2, $5. Now she's playing it all back, and she literally played it all back and ended up leaving there with nothing. Then, when you compare that, though, to precious metals, because some of you are all like, what does that have anything to do with precious metals? There are people out there that picked up some ounces at $15, $20, and now they're looking at them, and they're like $30 an ounce, and they're like, oh, man, I'm putting everything down now. Right now, I'm going all in at $30 an ounce. Well, yeah, if the price dips down a little bit, you're underwater. You need to buy regularly. Whatever you're able to buy this week, you should consider probably buying next week. Now, this is not financial advice. I can't give financial advice. It's just my own personal opinion, but it's something to consider. Because when you're doing that, your weeks will average out to one comfortable number. And you will find when the big jump does come, you've already got a nice stack at a low dollar cost average. Now, the question with a slot machine could come, well, what if you lose it all? Okay, with a slot machine, you can lose it all. But with gold and silver, personally, I am not convinced that you can lose it all. I mean, will it go down? Yeah, maybe. But is it going to go to zero? It's not likely that it will. So, with that being said, we're going to wrap up this video. I think gold and silver is a great investment. I think I've beat that up enough. No matter really what anybody says in the comments, I would be shocked if someone convinced me out of that stand. But I'm open to it. So with that being said, thank you all for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. And I will see you guys next time on T-Square Talk. Don't forget, leave a comment, everybody. And don't forget to hit that thumbs up if you didn't hit it yet. I appreciate it, everybody. Have a great day. A lot of excitement today. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.